Our next presenter is a well-known financial journalist and acclaimed author of mysteries and thrillers, including his most recent novel, Crash. But what I've always admired most about his resume is he wrote for Mad Magazine. Please welcome our former Executive Vice President, Larry Light.
Hey, gang. So, this is the Ellery Queen Award. Now, you might know Ellery Queen as the crime-fighting duo from the 30s, 40s, 50s. You might know it as the great mystery magazine that comes out today. But this is an award named after the original Ellery Queen detectives that, and I will quote, is for outstanding writing teams and outstanding people in the mystery publishing industry. Now, that pretty much sums up Andrew Gulli and his life's work, the Strand magazine. Andrew, as you may know, is a walking compendium of mysteries. Ask him any question, and he knows the answer. So it's no accident that his bi-monthly periodical is so very important in our field. As managing editor, he's been churning it out and in fine style for 25 years. Andrew has these really good articles all the time about the mystery world and penetrating interviews with top authors like James Patterson, Lee Child, and Michael Connelly, who is one of our grandmasters tonight. Now, there was an original Strand that was out in the late 1800s and early 1900s. And this was in Great Britain. And its inaugural issue had some guy named Arthur Conan Doyle, who wrote A Scandal in Bohemia. And one other fun fact, one of the original subscribers was none other than Queen Victoria herself. So fast forward to today and Andrew. What's really distinctive about Andrew Gulli is he is a detective in his own right. He has unearthed unpublished works by literary masters such as Dashiell Hammett, Joseph Heller, James M. Cain, Mark Twain, Tennessee Williams, H.G. Wells, on and on. And he does it by delving in stacks of books and archives and in universities and somebody's attic and comes up with these gems. With the help of his sister Lemia Gulli, they're related, and she's wonderful, he has made the Strand a delight to read and to hold in your hands. And I will hold it up here for you. These covers are really great. I really love them. So here's to another 25 years. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Andrew Gulli.
Larry gave such a great intro that now I don't even know what to say. I think I'm going to throw my speech away. But I'd like to thank MWA for this wonderful honor. MWA has always felt like a community of friends, and I can count many of you in this audience who are great friends of mine and contributors to the magazine. The award belongs, how I can see it, not to myself, but to all the contributors, the advertisers, the publishers. There are so many people who have helped the award, so that by, if we were to be very fair about this, it would be cut into thousands of pieces and distributed to everybody who's been so helpful and so supportive. But I have no plans on doing that today. And I'd like to pay tribute to a lot of the people who have worked for the Strand and who have contributed so diligently to the Strand. Lemia is one of the world-class fiction editors. She has edited the works of Ernest Hemingway, John Steinbeck, James Thurber, Louisa May Alcott, and none of them have had any complaints. She's also edited the works of great writers who are in the audience today, such as Michael Connelly, Walter Mosley, and several other writers, such as Faye Kellerman. The list goes on and on and on. Also in the audience is our wonderful copy editor, Christian Lewis, and he is more than a copy editor. He's been a wonderful advisor and always will give his opinion, even if it means that sometimes he'll really piss me off. And that's what a great copy editor is. And also, our great illustrator, Jeffrey McKeever, who can't make it tonight because he's kind of under the weather. And he is a wonderful, wonderful illustrator whose works, I think, belong in a museum. And awards also bring to mind the past. And two people who I'd like to remember today who are no longer with us are my parents, Julie and Fred. They passed away a long, long time ago. And I often feel their guiding hand during times of crisis and during some of the great times. They were inspirational figures to me. And they also were very useful into brainwashing me that for a teenager, the cool thing to do on a Friday night was to read a book. And also, my two oldest brothers who got me into reading. My oldest brother bought a copy of the best short stories of Arthur Conan Doyle, and he called up and he said, "They have illustrations from the Strand magazine." So that always echoes in my head many, many times. And sometimes on a time where I'm working till 3 a.m., I'm saying, why did he ever buy me that damned book? And my other brother, who, when my dad was ill, he saw that I was kind of in a funk. So he said, you know what? I will take you to Borders bookstore every day if you read a book a day. So I was very crafty, and I would buy all these short novels, and that went on for 25 days, so he got more than he bargained for. And finally, magazines are in the midst of a renaissance. I feel that magazines are the new vinyl. We're living in an age where there's artificial intelligence, the instant gratification of Facebook, but it's so wonderful to see that our readers and many younger readers are engaging into something that's tangible. First off, because readers like to read, and they like to save money. And they can have more leftover money if they get a good recommendation on the latest book to read. And I'm so happy that the Strand has served that purpose for them. So the future is very, very bright. And if you've liked this past 25 years, I hope that you like the next 25 years. Thank you very much.